Welcome back to my channel. Here we are going to be working on the construction of the sectional view of this building, as we have worked on the floor plan, and we have also worked on the front elevation, and then we also worked on the right end elevation. So right now we'll be working on the construction of the sectional view, as we are told here in the questions that we should draw to a scale of 1:50 the detailed section on plane MM. Okay, so we need to look at the cutting plane, how it goes on the sketch plan. So this is the cutting plane, so it goes in this direction like this. Okay, and it comes out here. The arrowheads, as we have, so it goes in this direction, and this also goes in this direction. So we are cutting this part off and want to see what we have on the surface like this. Okay, let's look at the walls that the cutting plane cut within the building. So it cut this wall, it cut this wall, it cut this wall here, and then it cut this wall, and this wall. So we have 6 walls: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then it also cut this wall, but for this one, we tell you how we are going to show this in the drawing. And then within this wall, it cut this window, it cut this door here, and then it cut this window here. So those are the components that we are going to put in the drawing. And then we are going to see this beam, probably we see this window, okay, and then we see this door, okay, and okay. So those are things that we are going to put in this drawing. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do now is to begin to do the drawing. And then we are going to start by drawing a horizontal line here. So this horizontal line we represent the ground line. So we are going to write GL here. So for the ground line, this is the first line that we are to draw. So the ground line, so we have this now. All right, so then we are going to start by positioning the external part of this wall here on this side. So I'm going to draw a vertical line here, so leaving a little space on this side. Then I will draw a short vertical like this first. Okay, so now let's look at the dimensions that we have to take. Let's take total length from here to here first. So total length from here to here is 10,350. So 10,350 by 50. So what would that give us? So I have to do that simple calculation. Okay, so 10,350. So what is it going to give us if we divide it by 50, as we are given a scale of 1:50? So 10,350 by 50. Okay, so that gives us 207. That gives us 207. That is what it gives us. So we are going to take a measurement of 207 first. So I'm using this ruler. So from here, so I have this to be 150, okay, and then I have to add 57 to this to make it 207. Okay, so this is 57, so we have this to be 57. All right, so then that is the total. So that is going to be the last point that I put here is going to be for this particular word that we have here. So I'm going to draw a vertical line at this point, just like I did for this. So this will be the external part of this wall on this side. All right, so then the next thing that we are going to do is to position other walls. So for other walls, let's start from here to here. So here we have the distance from here to here to be 1,125. Okay, 1,125. So if we divide 1,125, so 1,125 by 50, so that gives us 22.5. that is approximately 23 millimeters. So I'll be taking it as 23 millimeters. So I'll take a measurement of 23 millimeters. So this is 23 millimeters here. So I have this point. Then we have 2 of them. So we also have for this one from here, so from here to here is also 1125. So I'll take another 23 from this point to this side. Okay, so we have this now. Okay, all right. So then the next word that we have here, so the next word that we have here, we have this wall. This is the next word that we have to position, and then we have the distance from here to here to be 3075. So if I divide 3025 by 50, 3025 by 50, that gives me 60.5. So I'll take it as 61 millimeters. I'll take it as 61 millimeters. So 61 millimeters. So we have this now. So we position this. Okay, we have this one. All right, so we have positioned this wall that we have here at this point. Then we also need to position this particular wall. So we need to position this one, but I'll come to this end here. Okay, I'll come to this end. So for this particular wall that we have here, so with the total distance from here to this one is 50,025. Sorry, 5,025. But what I did in the floor plan, I used 1,500 for this distance from here to here. That's what I used. So if we divide that 1,500 by if we divide it by 50, so divide it by 50, so that is going to be 30 millimeters. So I need to take a measurement of 30 millimeters from here. So this is 30 millimeters here. Okay, so now, so for this measurement that we have taken, so they are all for the walls that we have within the building. So we are going to draw vertical line at this point here. Okay, so let's take it down a bit, and then so we also have a vertical line here. So we draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, then coming to this point here, we also draw a vertical line like this, and then so coming here, we also draw a vertical line here like this. All right, so we have positioned all the walls, and these lines that we drew here, they represent the external part of the walls. Now let's work on the thickness of the walls. So we need to work on that. So coming to walls here, we are told that all walls 225 thick sandcrete blocks with 20 mortar rendering on both sides of the wall. So we are adding this 20 with this 225, and we are dividing by 15. So this will give us 245 to give us 245. So 245 by 50, that will give us around that will give us, so 245. So 245 by 50 give us 4.9. So approximately 5 millimeters. Take it approximately as 5 millimeters. So that is what we are to do with that. So we are going to take a measurement of 5 millimeters from this. So this is an external wall. So we have to take that 5 millimeters. We take it inward. So this is 5 millimeters here. So 5 millimeters. And then for this one, I will take this one to this side because we have more space on this side. So 5 millimeters to this side here. So we have this. And then for this, so we have more space on this side. So I will take it in here as 5 millimeters. So this is 5 millimeters here. Okay. Then for this, I will also take it in here. So this is 5 millimeters. So we have this. Then for this one, so I will take it to this side. So I take it to this side, 5 millimeters here. So I have this. Okay. 5. And then for this, so I will take it inside because this is an external wall. So I have this as 5 millimeters. Okay, so and for this now, so what I'm going to do is to draw a vertical line on each of these points. So we take a vertical line like this, and then so coming to this point also, I will also draw a vertical line down here, and then here I will draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, so we are working on the thickness of the wall. So here, and then for this I will also draw a vertical line here like this, and then so coming here I will also draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, all right, so we have bring out the thickness of the wall. So now, so we go for the construction of the foundation, footing and other things. Let's start. So this is the details of the foundation in the specification. Okay, so here we have that 675 225 concrete strip foundation laid over 50 concrete blinding at a depth of 900 from the ground level. Okay, so we start with the depth because the bottom of the blinding, okay, is at a distance of 900 from the ground level. So we started with the ground level. So this 900, we are going to divide it by 50, and that will give us 18 millimeters. So we take a measurement of 18 millimeters down the ground level, okay, or ground line. Okay, so this is 18 millimeters. So we are going to draw horizontal. That's 18 millimeters. So we draw horizontal line. So we draw horizontal line. So from here, so we draw horizontal line across. So it goes like this. Okay, all right. So then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are told that the thickness of the blinding is 50. The thickness is 50. So if we divide 50 by 50, that will give us 1 millimeter. So that 1 millimeter, it may not really show in our work. So I want us to make it something like 1.5 millimeters, so that to be more a little bit feasible. So to be a little bit feasible, so we are going to draw horizontal line. So I've taken that measurement. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. Let me take it on this side so that I just use a ruler to join them together. So I will also take it here on this side. Okay, so we have this. So just let me use something to join them together. So to join the point together. So I'm going to, okay. So if I join, all right, so we have this now. So this is going to represent the blinding. So we have this now. All right, so then the next thing that we are going to do is to work on the foundation footing itself, on the foundation footing itself. So we go this way. So the width of the foundation footing is given as 225. So 225. So the width is given as 225. So as we have it here, if I divide 225 by 50, 225 by 50, that's going to give us 4 point something. So 225 by 50, that is 4.5. So we take it as 5 millimeters. So 5 millimeters. So I will come up here and take a measurement of 5 millimeters up above the second line that we drew for the blinding. This is 5 millimeters here. Okay, then I will come to this end. I want us to use the ruler to join them. So this is 5 millimeters. Okay, let me just use the T-square to do the joining. Okay, so I can see the 2 points. So I just need to draw a line, so like this, to join them. So we have this now. All right, so that is for the width of the foundation footing. The next thing that we are going to do is that we now have that the length of the foundation footing is 675. So 675 by 50, 675 by 50 gives us 13.5. So that 13.5, what I will do is to make it 15 millimeters, because the thickness of the wall is 555. So I just make it 15, so that what I will just do, I just come here and take a measurement of 5 millimeters to the left side, okay, and 5 millimeters to the right side here. And then here also I will do the same thing, 5 millimeters to the left side. So 5 to the left side. Okay. All right, so I'm taking 5 millimeters to the left side and 5 to the right side here. Then here also I'll do the same thing. So by taking 5 to the left side, okay, and 5 to the right side, and here also I will take 5 to the left side and 5 to the right side. So doing the same thing here. So 5 millimeters to the left and 5 to the right side, and then So this is 5 millimeters and 5 millimeters. So we have this. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is to all right, so is to make it a rectangle, make each of them a rectangle by drawing this line from here to here, and then I will draw this line. Okay, then here I will draw the line like this, and here I will draw this line. Okay, then I'll do the same thing here. Okay, so we have this. So the foundation footing and the blinding, that's what we are working on right now. So they'll be in form of rectangles, as you can see me doing it here. All right, so then we are going to, so as we have here, so I'm going to make this line a thick line like this, so that we can see it. All right, so then, so we also do the same thing by making this line a thick line here. Okay, so we have, all right, so we have the foundation footing and the blinding. So what we are to do now, as we are told that the blinding is made of concrete, as the foundation footing is also made of concrete. So we need to show that here. So just draw something like this. Okay, just put something like this here, like a triangle, and then so we just so show this will represent the sand. So we do the same thing for the blinding. So I'm not going to do it for everything. Okay, so I will come here also and do one here, because you don't have to do it for everything. So it's not compulsory to do it for everything, maybe 2 or 3. So just do this. So this thing that I drew like a triangle, so represent the gravel, so within the mixture. So that is what it represents. So also just let me do it for 3. All right, so this is okay. So for the blinding, we just do the same thing as I'm doing it here. All right, so we are done with that. So the next thing that we are going to do, we go for floor. So let's work on the floor. So for the floor, so we have the component of the floor. So we have 25 cement with sand screed, then 150 concrete slab and 150 hardcore. Okay, so each of them we are dividing by 50. So we start with the hardcore. So I'm going to assume that the hardcore is placed under the ground level, because no condition is given in the question. So I just assume that the hardcore is under the ground level. So what I will do is this. So I will take a measurement of 3 millimeters down the ground level. So 3 millimeters down the ground level. So this is 3 millimeters here. Okay, so the hardcore, so it will not, the hardcore will not pass through the walls. So we need to take note of that. Okay, so it will not pass through the walls. So we are going to draw a line. So that line will not pass through any of this. For this is how we are going to draw. Just look at the way I'm going to do it. So draw horizontal line from here to here like this. Okay, and here also we draw horizontal line from here to here. Then here we draw horizontal line, and then here we draw horizontal line, and then here we draw horizontal line. So let's extend it out a bit, and here out a little bit. Okay, so we have this. So this is the thickness of the hardcore. So I'm going to show the symbol for hardcore here. So this is how, so we show the symbol for hardcore. So it goes like this. It's very simple, so just do it. So this is enough, so you don't have to do it for everything. So let me come to this end. I will also do it here like this. All right, so that is the hardcore there. Next is the concrete slab. So the concrete slab, so we are told that the thickness is 150, so 150. So we are going to place it above the hardcore. So we take a measurement of 3 millimeters from the ground level up. So this is 3 millimeters here. So here we have this to be 3 millimeters. So I will also come and take it here 3 millimeters. So here we have 3 millimeters here. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So for the concrete slab, it will pass through all the walls because the walls are built over the concrete slab. So just draw horizontal line like this from here to here. Okay. All right. So I can also come and make this line a thick line like this. Okay, so let's show. So for the concrete slab, so just let me put it here so that you can see it. So just draw something like this, just as we did it for the foundation footing and the blinding. So just draw something like this here within this space. So let me put one more here. All right, so I'm not going to do it for everything. So then we are going to all right, so this for the concrete slab. So we have this now. Now for the screed, so the screed, is thickness is 25, as we are told is 25. So if we divide 25 by 50, that will be 0.5, so which should not even be feasible. So I'm going to take it as something like 1.5 millimeters or 1.5 millimeters. So the screed will not pass through the wall, so we are going to, so let's take that measurement there, and then we also take it here, and then so I'm going to join them together. Okay, so it should not pass through the wall, as I said. So we just draw horizontal line from here to here like this. Okay, then here we draw horizontal line from here to here, and then here also we draw horizontal line from here to here. Okay, then here we also draw horizontal line from here to here, then here we draw horizontal line. So and then so we are just going to put dot 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 in this space. I don't have to do it for everything. So this thing that I'm putting there represents the sand within the component. So I'll just do it here a bit. So you may not see it, but I can see it here. All right, so that's it. So everything is there. The next thing that we are going to do is to put the head, that is the sand, under this ground. So what we are going to do with that, so how to show that, so just draw two lines like this, and then so draw this. So this represents the head. Okay, so let's put one more here. So let's put one outside here, and then so let's put one here. All right, so we have this now. So that is the head. So we are done with the floor and the foundation. So now, so the next thing that we are going to do is to go for the roof. So we are going for the roof now. So let's go and work on the roof. Then later we'll come back and work on the inner part of the building. But I want us to extend this line up. Okay, so then I will also come here and also extend this line up. Now, so we need to look at the floor to ceiling height. So floor to ceiling height is given to us as 3,200. So if I divide 3,200 by 15, I think that'll give me 64. So 3,200 by 50 is 64. So we have 64 millimeters. So from the floor level from the surface of the floor. Okay, so from the floor level that we have here, that is the surface of the floor here. So where we put the uh the the screed. Okay, so we take a measurement of 64 millimeters up, 64 millimeters. So here we are 64 millimeters here. This is 64 millimeters. Okay, so I will also come to this side. Okay, so I extend this line up. So I'll take a measurement of 64. I want that line to be straight. So this is 64 millimeters. So I'm going to join this point together. Okay, so I'll draw horizontal line here. Okay, so here we draw horizontal line, so like this. Okay, so you draw it across like that. All right, then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to take a measurement of each projection. Each projection is 750, is 750, so 750 by 50 is 15 millimeters. So from here, so from this line here, take 15 millimeters out, take 15 millimeters out. This is 15 millimeters here. Okay, and then so on this side also take 15 millimeters, 15 millimeters. So here is 15 millimeters here. So we have this. Okay, so we are going to draw a short vertical line up. So vertical line up. Okay, a short vertical line up. So we have this. Okay, then here also I will do the same thing by drawing a short vertical line up. So we have this now. All right, so then so let's place okay, so let's place the we are going to place the wall plate over this wall. So let's take a measurement of 3 millimeters up, 3 millimeters up. So this is 3 millimeters here. So here we have 3 millimeters. So I'll also do the same thing here. So 3 millimeters. Okay, so I want the thickness of the wall plate to be 3 millimeters. So I'll just draw it here. Okay, just draw horizontal line here from here to here. So within this space now, so I'm going to put the hard core within this space. Okay, so just something like a square. So just form it as a square here over this wall. I also come here and do the same thing. Okay, so this is going to represent the wall plate. So we draw a diagonal of this square like this, diagonals of this square. Okay, so we have this. So that is representing the wall plate. So we also have this, and then we draw this also. So here we have the wall plate. So just to show you there. All right, the next thing that we are going to do is to place the tie beam. So for the tie beam also, I will take a measurement of 3 millimeters. So for the tie beam, so 3 millimeters here. This is 3 millimeters. I'll take it from this end also 3 millimeters. Okay, so here we have this to be 3 millimeters. So I'm going to join them together. So join them together like this, drawing horizontal line. So it goes this way. All right, so we have this now. Okay, so then so the next thing that we are going to do, so this is representing the tie beam. So the next thing that we are going to do is to take the pitch angle. So take the pitch angle. So for the pitch angle, so the pitch angle is 24 degree as we are given in the specifications. So this is it. So 24 degree pitch angle, 24 degree, and this type of roof is hipped roof. Okay, so in this case now, as we have the cutting plane goes like this, so what we are going to see is going to be in triangular form. Okay, so that's why we are taking the pitch angle. So the pitch angle is 24 as I said. So we are going to place the protractor at this point. So place the protractor at this point. Then we now take a measurement of 24 degree. Okay, so here we have what we have, this to be 20, so 24, so this is 24 here, so just put a dot on the paper along that 24. Then I'll come here also and do the same thing by setting the protractor like this, and I'll also take 24. This is 20 and this is 24 here. All right, so we have that, so I can see where I put the dot. So I'm going to draw a line through this point. Okay, so to draw a line through this point, so it goes like this. All right, so then for this one, so I will set the ruler at this point here. Okay, you can see the point that I put on the paper, and I'm going to draw a line so they meet at this point. So we have this now. All right, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is to place the rafters. So I need to draw something like a right angle here. Okay, so maybe I'll just turn it down. I need to draw a line that will be at a right angle to this line. Okay, so I'm setting the protractor on this line, so I will use this to get it out. So put a dot on 90 for this one, and then so I'll come here and do the same thing by setting the protractor like this. Okay, so I have this point here, so let me draw for this two, just a short line up through this point. So it goes like this, and then so for this one it's around here. Okay, so it goes like this. All right, so I have that. So I also need to do the same thing on this side for this line. So setting it at this point here, setting at this point. Okay, so I have put a dot here on the paper, and I set it here also. Okay, so putting a mark here. So let me draw for this. Okay, so and then so for this one, so just to draw a short line from the point, so we have this. All right, so for the rafters, so I'm going to do it this way. So let's bring it in a bit. So let this one come in a little bit, and this also comes in a bit. Okay, so this comes in a bit. Okay, so I'll be taking a measurement of 3 millimeters inward. So 3 millimeters inward, can't see this, so 3 millimeters inward, so 3 millimeters on this. So this is 3 millimeters here. Okay, now come up here and take 3 millimeters inward along this line, so 3 millimeters in. Okay, so here I have this to be so this is 3 millimeters. Okay, then so coming here, I will also take 3 millimeters from this point inward, so this is 3 millimeters here. So then here I will also take 3 millimeters from this point in, so this is 3 millimeters here. All right, so I'm going to join those points together. So I will join these two, I join them together like this. Okay, all right, so then here also I'll do the same thing by joining these points together. So there are so many lines that we are going to produce, so I'll join this together like this. So this represents the rafters. Okay, next we are going to put the purlin. So we are placing that over this. So we are going to put the purlin. So the purlin, we also take 3 millimeters for the purlin. So we take 3 millimeters, or so we take 3 millimeters up from this line. So this is 3 millimeters here. Okay, and then so I'll come up here and take 3 millimeters here. So this is 3 millimeters. So I can join this together. So that is for the thickness of the purlin. Okay, so we draw this line. Okay, so let me do the same thing up here. So 3 millimeters. So 3 millimeters in up. So we have 3 millimeters here. Okay, then here also I will take 3 millimeters in from this point. So this is 3 millimeters. So I'm going to join these 2 points together. Okay, so we draw this line. All right, so we have that. So now, so for the purlin, so we are going to set the purlin within this space. I'll do this space up here. So so here we have what we have, that the purlins 75 by 50 and at 750 centers, at 750 centers. So let's work that out now. Okay, so I'm going to move away from this point. So I move away from this middle part, this center point. Okay, so I move away from it a bit by 15. So take 15 millimeters here. Then I will take a measurement of 3 millimeters. So this is 3 millimeters. Okay, then so move away by 15. So this is 15 millimeters and take 3. Okay, then by 15 again from this one. So this is 15 and take 3 millimeters. Then here also move away by 15 millimeters, so 3 millimeters down. Then here also by 15, okay, so 3 millimeters down. Okay, then on this side also, so by 15 millimeters down from here, 15 millimeters, 3 millimeters down. So we have this. So I will just okay, let me see, can we add one more? Okay, so 3 millimeters down, okay, 15 millimeters down, and then so 15 millimeters down, and then so 3 millimeters down. Okay, we have this. So just do the same thing here on this side. I'm not going to do that because of time. Okay, so let's bring out the purlin. So we are making it, showing it here like this. So this is the square end of the purlins. Okay, so just replicate the same thing on this other side as I said. Okay, all right, so we have the purlins there. So please replicate the same thing on this side. So having done this now, so we have to place the roofing material. That's the next thing that we are going to place here. So the roofing materials are laid on the purlins. So just repeat the same thing as I did here. Okay, so that's very important. So now, so let's put the roofing material. So for the roofing material, so we are going to be taking let's make it so let's make it something like 1.5 so that we can see it. So from this line, take 1.5 millimeters up. Okay, so I'll also take from this line, I take 1.5 millimeters here. So I'm going to join them together. I'm going to join them together like this. Okay, so we join them, the 2 points together for us to see it. Okay, so I'll draw the line like this. Okay, so it will be a little bit. Then let's do the same thing on this side. So let us draw that on this side. Let's show it here on this side. So 1.5 up a bit, and I'll come here and take 1.5 up. All right, so I'm joining these 2 points together for the roofing material. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, so you can see it there. So let it go a little bit out, so beyond the ceiling. All right, so we have this now. So the next thing that we are going to do is that, so let's terminate the roofing material. So let's terminate it somewhere here. So just draw a short vertical line within that, and then so I will also terminate it somewhere here. Okay, so we have this now. So now, so what we just have here, so this is it. Okay, so we now need to show the facial board. So we need to show the facial board. So I'm going to, for the facial board, so I'll just take a measurement of 2 millimeters in, 2 millimeters in. So this is 2 millimeters. Then we draw, make it a vertical line here. So it goes like this. So all right, so this is going to be the facial board. So here we have the facial board there. So I will also do the same thing here by taking a measurement of 2 millimeters in. Then I will draw a vertical line here in this space. Okay, so here we have the facial board. So let me make a little bit, make this a bit thick. Okay. All right, so we have this now. So then, so the next thing that we are going to do, so these walls, so we need to take them up. So we need to take them up. So I'm going to extend this vertical line. So this goes up to this level, touching this, and this also goes up like this. Okay, so this goes up. Okay, we also have this goes up, and for this also I will do the same thing. All right, so okay, so now, all right, so having done this, the next thing that we are going to do, we are supposed to put the ridge cap. So I'll just quickly work that out here like this. All right, so we have the ridge cap there. So that's the ridge cap up there. So just form something like that. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do here, so we are told that we have the struts. So that means we are going to have king post here in the middle here. So we are going to have king post here. So I'll just take the line. So mark that middle point, and then I will take something like 5 millimeters to the left side here and 5 millimeters to the right. So I'll move away a little bit, like 50 millimeters away. Okay, so and then I just put, so and then take 10 millimeters in here. So I'll come to this side from this point. So take 50 millimeters. So this is 15, and then take 10 millimeters inward. Okay, so for this I'm going to draw vertical lines from these points. So I will come here and draw a vertical line. So from this point I will draw a vertical line up, so it goes like this. Okay, so from this point also, so that is 10 millimeters. Okay, so I will also draw a vertical line from here. So this makes it to be thick, 10 millimeters thick. So we have this, and then here also I will do the same thing. Okay, so I'll draw a vertical line here, and then draw a vertical line here. So that makes it 10 millimeters thick. For the strut, so for the strut I'll just draw a line. So from here, so draw a line from here and join it with this, and then I'll come here. So draw a line that be parallel to this. So I'm just looking at it. So we draw a line like this. Okay, so then oh, this line that I drew is not supposed to be like this. So okay, just let me show you how supposed to go from here, didn't pay attention to that, so supposed to go from here. Okay, then draw one parallel to this from here. Okay, so I should have drawn it. This work will be a bit rough up here, but just let me show it. So don't draw it like this, so just draw and then draw another one parallel to this. So this one is not okay. All right, so please don't put this there. So just draw the way I drew it here and here. So okay, so let's leave that. Okay, so I use a pen. Supposing it's pencil, I can erase it. All right, so now let's work within here. So let's quickly work within here. So what do we have within this? So let's start with the door. So there's a door that we have here that is in this wall here. We have a door in this wall, the third one here. If we move from this side, so we have a door here. So the height of this door is 2100. So that's going to give us 42 millimeters. So we come here and take a measurement of 42 millimeters up, 42 millimeters. So here we have 42 millimeters. Okay, so because of other windows or the windows that we have, so the top of the door will determine the top of the window. So we are going to draw a line within this space, and we draw a line here because we have a window that is cut by the cutting plane within this wall and also within this wall. So we have this. Okay, so we are going to make a lintel on each of these. There's a lintel, so over this, so the lintel will be of the same thickness, that is 5. So we also come here and take 5 millimeters. This is 5 millimeters here, and then here also I will also take 5 millimeters off. So we have to show the lintel, so as we are going to do it here. So I'm going to draw the horizontal line within this space. So for the thickness of the lintel, all right, so just it's made of concrete and metal. So just show it here like this. And then here we also do the same thing for the lintel. So we have this. All right, so then for this door that we have here, so we are just going to draw 2 vertical lines within this space, 2 vertical lines within this space. So just set the ruler like this, and then draw this vertical line, and then you draw this. Okay, so the door has been fixed there. So what I'm going to do now is to make this line, so make it a thick line. So make this a thick line down like this. Okay, then to show that this is a wall, so just draw 2 lines like this within this space. All right, so then let us also do it down here. Let's draw 2 lines like this. Okay, all right, so then for this window, so this window that we have here is W is what 2100, but it's not, this 2100 is not correct, so we make it 12 millimeter. I think it's 1200 by 1200, and that will give us 24 if we divide by 50. So 24 if we divide it by 50, so this is 24 millimeters here. So we have it to be 24 millimeters. So we are going to, so it is also cut by the cutting plane. So we draw 2 vertical lines within this space like this. Okay, so here we have put the window that is cut within the wall, so we have put it here. All right, so then to show that this is a wall, so we also draw 2 lines like this. So let's do it down here also, and then here we do the same thing. Okay, so we have this now. All right, so then we also have a window. So this one is W1, so which is 600. The height is 600, so 600 by 50, that's 12. So we are going to take a measurement of 12 millimeters down. So it's a window in the toilet. So we take 12 millimeters down here, and then so we draw this line. Okay, then we draw two vertical lines within this space like this to represent this window that is cut by the cutting plane. So we have it now. So let me make it more visible. All right, so we have this now. Okay, now so other things that we are going to put here. So we are going to put the ceiling joist. Let's just put the ceiling joist here. So just draw line like this, and then so let's put another one here. So we have the ceiling joist here like this. Okay, so that's it. So we are represent that. So then so next thing that we are going to put here, so we are going to see this window, we are going to see this door, this window and this door, and there is a beam within this space. There's a beam within this space. So there's a beam within this space to be in line with this one. So it will be a rectangle. So we just have to draw a rectangle. So okay, I think there's a condition. Okay, so the beam, so they said something about the beam. They said the beam, okay, so beam is 225 by 225 reinforced concrete at 2,400 from the floor finish. So we have to put that condition into consideration. So 2,400 by 50. So 2,400 by 50 is 48. So we are going to take it as 48 millimeters. So we have to consider that. So 48 millimeters. So this is 48 millimeters here. Okay, 48 millimeters. So we are going to draw. We draw a horizontal line. So from here to here, and then so we also take 5 millimeters up. It goes up 5 millimeters. So this is 5 millimeters. So we are going to draw horizontal line here. So this is how the beam will look. Okay, this is how it will look. So it is within this space that we have it. So this is the beam now. Okay, that's what we have there. All right, so now so let's put this window. So this window that we have here, so this window we're also going to see it. So it is W. So we are going to so we draw, so it will have the same height as this one that we have here. So we draw horizontal line like this within this space, and then so we also draw horizontal line here like this. Okay, then so the width, so the width of this window is 1,200. That's also 24 millimeters. So we are going to take 24 millimeters within this space here. 24 millimeters. So from this point I will take 24. So this is 24 millimeters here. So I'm going to draw a vertical line here. So here we draw a vertical line like this, and then we also draw a vertical line like this. So we are told that it's a what? It is a sliding window. So it's going to be in two pieces. So going to be in two pieces. So we have this, and then move away a bit and draw this line. Okay, and so we are going to come down a bit, and then so let's give it a frame here. Okay, so we have glass here. So we are going to show that this is glass. So that's just draw lines like this. Okay, so that shows that this is glass. All right, so then it is sliding window. So we are going to put something like this, and then put an arrowhead here. Okay, so then we also put an arrowhead here that they are in two pieces and they are moving sideways. And then so there's a door that we are going to see again. So this particular door that we have here, we are going to see it. It is within this space here. So within this space, as we see it, so it is within this space here. So let's show that door. So what we just need is to transfer, so this top of the door here, so we transfer it here. So we have this. So and then so we are going to draw it is a bit close to this wall. Okay, so they give us 450. So 450, so distance from here to here is 450. So that will be 9 millimeters. Okay, so I have to take a measurement of 9 millimeters from this wall. So 9 millimeters here, this is 9 millimeters. So I will start from here. So by drawing a vertical line down like this. Okay, all right. So then the width of this door, as we have here, that is D, is 900. So that will be 18 millimeters. So I have to take a measurement of 18 millimeters. So from here, so this is 18 millimeters here. So I'll draw a vertical line. Okay, like this. Okay, so we have this. So just give it a little frame, and all right, so we have this now. So what type of door is this? As we have that. Okay, so it's a flush door. It's a flush door. So it's a flush door as we are given in the specifications, a flush door. So so I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, all right, so I just put something here like this. It's a lock. All right, so looking at what we have here, so is there another thing that we need to show within this? Okay, so nothing. Okay, so there's a line. Okay, so for this wall here, so then we're going to see a line. We're going to see a line for this wall. So it is a little bit away from this wall. So I'll just come here and draw a vertical line. So just move away a bit and draw a vertical line here. So we are going to see it as a vertical line. So that is how we are going to see it. So let's make this a little bit thick. Okay, all right. So so we also do the same thing here, and then so we also need to do the same thing for this. So making, okay, so then to show that this is a wall, so you have to do this. Just put two lines like this, and down here. All right, so we have this now. We also need to do the same thing for this wall. So do the same here. It's also a wall. All right, so that's it. Okay, so with what we have here, we can, okay, also we still have this wall here. So show that it's a wall. Put these lines. All right, so that's it. Okay, so with what we have done here, so as I said, please don't draw the line like this. Draw it the way I drew these two. Okay, so with what we have done here, so all we have to do is to write it here. So write sectional view and write the scale. So write sectional view and write the scale here. So just make sure you do that. So after that, so you are done with this work. Another thing is that if you can label some of the parts, what I mean is this. So you can write what this is the blinding. You can write blinding. Just draw a line and write blinding. And for this one, write foundation footing. And then for this, write add core. This is the concrete slab. This is the screed. You can write that. And also, you can label this as roofing uh, roofing material or corrugated iron sheet. Then so here, as I said, don't forget to put the remaining purlin. So put them here, okay, in this space here. Then so just take one of them and label it as purlin. And then this is rafter. So this is king post. This is strut. And then here we have the tie beam. So we have fascia board. Okay. Then you can also work plate, so also you can write that out. So this surface here is soffit, and distance from here to here is east projection. So please put some labeling. And then here also, so what is this space for? This space that we have here, this particular space is for store. You can just write store here. Okay. Then this code room, so this code room, we have it around here, so you can just write it there, so to show some labeling. Very, very important. Please do that. Okay, so we have come to the end of the construction of the sectional view of this build. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice. Thank you. Keep on practicing, and God bless you.